How is it going, everyone? It's Limited here, and today we're going to be talking about something I don't usually talk about, and that is a multiplayer game. I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. It's not usually my thing. I'm more into single-player games, but I've been wanting to play this game for a while, and that game is Among Us. And this game is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. It's a whodunit game. You are playing as a crewmate on a spaceship, and you are playing with a few other crewmates, and there is one imposter among all of the crewmates, and you have to figure out who it is. Or I guess there could be multiple. There can be more than one imposter. It just depends what lobby you're in. But either way, you have to figure out who the imposter is among all of the crewmates. You have to find them out, vote them off the ship before they get you. Because they can go around and they can kill you like normal. They can assassinate you in the shadows. They can also sabotage the actual spaceship itself. And if you're playing on a different map, they can sabotage the space station or the airship. They can do these things, all these different things, to defeat you. And you do have an alternate way of winning as well. You can complete your tasks. And tasks in this game are basically little objectives that you get in the top left-hand corner of your screen. And if you do all these objectives, you can fill up this bar. And if all of the team fills up that bar, then you will win against the imposter. So you do have multiple ways to win as the imposter, or multiple ways to win as just a crewmate as well. So that's pretty cool. So you can have multiple different strategies going into the game. And I will say, this game does require some strategy. It definitely requires teamwork as well. I feel like the majority of the strategy is usually for the imposter. You know, trying to sneak around in the shadows and pop up out of vents, get someone, and then jump back into the vent, go somewhere else. I feel like there's a little bit more strategy for the imposter, but you can work with your teammates if you are a crewmate and still come up with some pretty good strategy that way as well. You can have them watch you do some of the tasks, because some of the tasks you do will actually have a little scene, I guess you could say a little visual, to indicate that you have done the task. So if you empty the trash, you'll see a bunch of trash just fly into space. If you do the med bay scan, it will show a little like green scan come over your character. If you do asteroids, they can actually see on the screen you doing the asteroids and blowing up all the asteroids that are coming towards the ship. And that sounds a lot cooler than it actually is, by the way. But still, they can see you do these things, and that is one way you can strategize as one of the actual crewmates. So either way, yeah, there is quite a bit of strategy that you can use. It will depend, of course, on the people you're playing with. This is one of those games that everything heavily determines on your teammates. Whether you're going to have good teammates or bad teammates, you know, that's going to basically decide whether you are going to have a good game or not. And usually, I will say, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to have a good game. Every now and then you get the one game that, you know, you have someone who's the imposter who literally doesn't kill anyone, and that's kind of boring and annoying when they do that. Or there's someone who will, if there's two imposters, I've seen this happen before, one of the imposters gets killed, and then the other one just gives himself up because he doesn't want to play by himself, and it's just like, really? Come on, man! So that is a thing that happens. But like I said, that's just a symptom of online gaming. It's going to happen. You're going to have people rage quit. You're going to have people give up. You're going to have people just do that thing, do a bunch of different things like that. And at the end of the day, that's just a symptom of online gaming. That's not the actual game's fault itself. It can't do anything about that. One thing I do want to bring up is the fact that there is only 4 maps in the game, and you're not likely to see a whole lot of variety in the maps, because a lot of people just like to play on the main spaceship, the very first map. So that's why whenever I talk about the game and what you do in the game, I mainly just talk about the spaceship, because that's what you're going to see the majority of the time in this game. And I wish, you know, there was more variety. I wish there was a way to kind of like force people to play other maps a little bit more, but, you know, what can you do? It is what it is. And I would also like a little bit more selection in terms of the maps that are available. I think it'd be really cool to have like a jungle base or something like that. I think that'd be really cool, like, you know, kind of like how you see the jungle in the first Predator movie. That'd be pretty cool as a setting for Among Us. I don't know if that will ever happen. I don't even know if they're still updating this game or not, to be honest. I think they're still updating, because there's like these little Cosmic Cube things that you can do that I think are seasonal. But still, I don't know if they're adding maps or anything like that anymore. But still, either way, if they ever do decide to add more, that'd be really nice if they did. It'd be really cool if they added something like that as well, like a jungle map, or just some other maps that are actually on some planets instead of just always in space or always up in the air. I think there's one or two that are on a planet, and then the other two are, one's a spaceship and then one's an airship. And the last thing I want to talk about is just about playing with random people and how actually fun it's been just playing with a bunch of randoms. Now, this game is probably fun if you play it with a bunch of friends. I don't have any friends that play this game. No one really I know plays Among Us. I think I have one person on my friends list that actually plays this game or has played it, and it says they've played it for 15 minutes. But I will say, even just playing with random people, it has been a blast. And some of the interactions I have had with people have just been absolutely hilarious and so much fun. When you're communicating to see who you're going to vote off the ship, who you think the imposter is, you get on Xbox, it will pop up, the little keyboard menu, and you can type in on the on-screen keyboard what you want to say. And I don't know how it works for the other devices, but either way, you're all using just in-game chat to talk to each other, and it works pretty well. And like I said, I've had some great experiences with people online, just hilarious people. Every now and then you get someone who's a jerk, but again, that's online gaming. That you can't help it. It's not anyone's fault other than that one person. But either way, I love this game. It's a lot of fun. It's on Game Pass, so if you want to give it a shot, hey, play it on Game Pass. It's basically free if you do that with your subscription. So play it on Game Pass. It's worth your time. If you want to buy this game, it's only $4.99. It's worth picking up for that price. I did get the physical copy. I got the physical copy for $20. The reason why I did it is, well, just because I wanted the physical copy, to be honest. It comes with a little lenticular card, and it comes with a little trading card, and I got the little Black Among Us crewmate, which is kind of cool, on the trading card. And I think it's actually, I don't know if it's supposed to be one of the actual ID cards that you would see in the game or not, but either way, it's still pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. And it also comes with some sort of poster and everything else. It's I think it may be a map or something like that. I haven't really looked at it too much, but still, it just comes with a bunch of goodies, so that's why I got the physical edition. But either way, try this game out. It's worth your time, and I've put 10 hours into this game. I'm going to put a lot more time into this game. I've enjoyed it. Has been a little bit of a strange review for me, because like I said, I don't really do online-only games very often. So most games, I just play through the campaign, and then after I beat the campaign, I review the game. But for this, there wasn't really that option. For me, this time, it was more of, I have to put however much time in this game I think is good, and then review it based off that. And I figured at 10 hours, at that point, you pretty much experienced everything that this game has to offer. And like I said, this game has a lot to offer, especially for a $5 game or a free game on Game Pass if you're playing it through there. Even just the custom lobbies, all the lobbies that you have to join, because people make custom lobbies and you go through a lobby select menu, and that's how you join your games. The different customization options that for each game you play is absolutely great. You can have shapeshifters in the game, so people can change to look like other characters. You have angels that can follow around and basically protect you from the imposter. There's all sorts of things you can do. You can change speeds, you can change how many players are in the game, so you can basically increase your lobby size or decrease it. There's just so much in this game, even customization for the characters. There's a lot. There's a lot in this game, and for $5, it's a steal. So definitely pick it up and play it. And I will talk to you in the next video. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I'm going to give Among Us an 8 out of 10. I think it deserves it. The only reason I don't give it a full 10 out of 10 is because there's not enough maps, and obviously your experience will be different every match, so it's hard to tell whether you're going to get a good match or not. The experience is going to be different for everyone. I've had a very fun time in almost every single match. I've had a few stinkers, but someone may have the opposite experience from me and only have stinkers. I don't know. So because it is an online-only game and there's no single-player aspect, I have to take a point off for that as well. But thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. You have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.